Hello everyone, it's Anahata. How are you? Thank you so much for being with me on this first live broadcast, during which I am going to be dishing up a oracle reading. It's just like pick a card reading that you may have seen the tarot or the oracle folks doing. However, it just came to me that we should be doing that with the Anahata codes. So this is a timeless reading that is going to be magnetized to you precisely as you need it, in the timing that you need it. And we are going to go through 3 options. Now these options represent the code that you chose. And so I'm going to show you the 3 crystals that we have. First, it's this Smoky Quartz. Okay, so just take a look at it. Perhaps this one resonates with you, and it is the code that you've chosen. The second, or number 2, is the Clear Quartz Cluster. Okay. And the third option is this beautiful Pyrite, fool's gold, and it's polished, so it looks like a little moon, one of my favorites. And so 1, 2, or 3, that is what we are doing. You're going to choose 1, the Smoky Quartz, 2, Clear Quartz, or 3, the Pyrite. Okay? And I will put the timestamps down below. If you don't catch this live, you can watch it in replay, and the timestamps will be below based on what you chose. You can just fast forward to that timestamp to get the message that you were meant to receive based on your magnetism. Now, the Anahata codes are assisting frequencies. They are codes that represent things, but transcendent of our space-time. And so we are connected to all things already. And a blade of grass is a blade of grass only because it has certain energy and information compounded into a blade of grass. As is anything in our reality, it's just a series of waves and particles arranged as protons and neutrons. This glass of water has its own energetic signature. And so the Anahata codes are the portal to accessing these same components that make things things. And since you're already connected to all things, when you have intention, your heart chakra and the code, a powerful activation occurs naturally. And so this is deeper than just a tarot or an oracle reading where you magnetize the information and you understand how that information applies to you. This is an embodiment of the activation. I call it resonance remembrance, and it's the art of activating evolutionary DNA. And it is truly transformational. People have used the Anahata codes for about 6 years now, since I first started channeling them. There are thousands of codes, all of them free. So go to www.anahatacodes.com if you're interested. And again, I will have the timestamps available after the broadcast so that you can see what time each came up. So without further ado, let's go through the 3 choices for today, the timeless reading. What did you magnetize? If you chose the quartz, the Smoky Quartz, okay, that would be number 1. Number 2, again, the quartz cluster, clear quartz cluster. That is a tongue twister. And number 3, the polished pyrite. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to now start with number 1s. Hello, number 1, Smoky Quartz. How are you? Now, the assisting frequency that you chose is called the Rebel Soul Type. Hey, Eliza, how are you? Elisa, sorry. Nice to see you. We are doing a pick a code reading, just like a pull a code reading. And if you chose the number 1, Smoky Quartz, you chose the Rebel. And so I'm going to read to you what that archetype is all about, and then we're going to install the code if that's what you chose. And again, this is going to amplify or tone down based on its definition. No two people will activate this code the same way. And so when we think about the Rebel, your desire or your superpower through this activation is going to be revolutionary. So some of you who are magnetizing this are feeling the opposite of that. You're feeling like you want to be revolutionary, but you just don't understand how because what you're doing isn't working, okay? So you want to be, your strategy is to shake things up. And your motto is that rules are meant to be broken. Somehow you've got to break free of this parameter. Your fear that you could be trying to overcome right now is being powerless. So if you magnetize this assisting frequency, it is perhaps because you're feeling somewhat powerless at the moment in some sort of victim pattern. And so one of the things that this is going to strengthen is any desire or trigger to sort of default to the crossover to the dark side, so to speak, like the shadow aspect and letting your triggers rise up, that sort of thing. Okay, gosh knows everyone's been challenged with that as the collective goes through the soul integration as a collective. You know, it's been very interesting what you get triggered by, and so this code is going to assist with that integration and allowance if you magnetize that. Now, let's install the code. You know, there's deeper meaning to it, but I want these to be short and sweet and precise and potent. And I do encourage you to Google the Rebel archetype and see what magnetizes to you based on that information. There's a lot out there. And this code is going to facilitate a coming into balance, right? All codes are coming into balance and harmony. So if you're swinging way too far out on one end and it's not healthy and balanced, it's going to bring that in. Likewise, if some of the definition you could stand to use, you know, amplify, it's going to amplify. And so it's activated precisely as needed. Let's go ahead and install this. If you chose number 1, left palm up, right hand on your heart, and I will install this for us. Again, one of 38, I think, different categories and thousands of codes. This is in the varietal of the Archetype and Tarot tab of the Anahata codes, free at anahatacodes.com. Left palm up, right hand on your heart. Now you can choose all of them. If you're going, well, I don't know if I want to choose this one, you could do all of them if you'd like. Your body's going to pick and choose what it amplifies, but again, I'll put the timestamps at the bottom in case you chose a different one. Left palm up, right hand on your heart. We ask for, align with, and allow this Anahata code. With gratitude, we activate the assisting frequency for the Rebel archetype. 28692. 28692. 28692. 28692. 28692. 28692. 28692. Both hands on your heart and breathe with gratitude. It is so awesome. Very good. So bye-bye code pulling group 1, which was the Smoky Quartz. Thanks for being with me. I do want to mention, if you want to follow me on YouTube, click the subscribe button and activate the alerts. I'm going to be doing these daily, where we just go on a code pulling streak. So this is a daily assisting frequency, which is going to support you. Okay, hello, group number 2, the clear quartz cluster. That's a tongue twister. How are you? And the assisting frequency that you all chose is also in the Archetype tab, and it is the Jester. the jester. So as I read through the assisting frequency characteristics, understand that this code is going to activate what's called resonance remembrance, so that your body has the energy and information to come into alignment, either amplifying up or toning down based on your specific situation, circumstances, and needs. So the goal of the jester is to enjoy the journey and also to stand out. This is what the code is going to assist you with. So have you been feeling like you're not being seen? This code is for you. Or that you want, your soul is aching to stand out? That's why you magnetized the second code, in part. Your greatest fear is to feel bored or like you're not entertaining people. And that doesn't mean that's your biggest fear. It just means if you're suffering from any of that, this is going to also be a remedy. You want to live in the moment and not be too serious. So this is for people who perhaps need to lighten up a little bit. They've been taking things too seriously lately. And it's playful, carefree energy. It's joyful. It's original. And perhaps a little bit foolish. And I absolutely adore the optimism and sort of agility and naivety of the jester archetype as well. So you live in the moment, or at least you're trying to, right? This assisting frequency is going to facilitate that shift, okay? If you're bored, right, it's going to bring more excitement into your life. And maybe you need to just live on the wild side a little bit, okay? There's been lots of parameters which have been encroaching on our space lately and our freedoms. And so this is going to help you just to expand out from that parameter, even if mentally and emotionally alone, okay? And again, you're gonna wanna look up other attributes because this is just the very, very, very basics. And there's so much more about this that you're unlocking because it's the totality of definition of the jester archetype. So let's install it. If you chose clear quartz crystal 2, pile 2, let's go ahead and put our hand up, left palm up, right hand on your heart. And I will install this for us. We ask for, align with, and allow this Anahata code. With gratitude, we activate the assisting frequency for the jester archetype. 8989890. 8989890. 8989890. 8989890. 8989890. 8989890. 8989890. And both hands on our hearts. And breathe with gratitude. It is so. So thank you so much for being with me. Group 2, the clear quartz cluster. You chose the jester, and you now have access to activating the totality of essence of what that definition is. So definitely go look it up further. And finally, if you chose so that's it for that group. Hello, group number 3. If you chose the pyrite, polished pyrite, looks sort of like a moon. It's nice and sparkly, but not really on my camera. It's very beautiful in real life. It looks like a moon. If you chose that, the code that it represents through magnetism that we have represented today is the magician archetype. So this is the third and final of this timeless series. If you're tuning in now, you chose the third, right? Because that's when you tuned in. Likewise, if you're listening in replay, you'll have all 3 choices and you can just hone in on which one feels right for you. And then I'll explain it And you can go back and look at the others later, and the timestamps will be available in the bottom. So the magician archetype, this is all about those who want to transform either themselves or the world, change, renewal, metamorphosis. Okay, it's magical. It's magical. And it's amazing. It's amazing energy. It is the expression of curiosity, right? And you have an innate foundation of knowledge that then branches out into mysticism. And you're finding solutions that are usually science-based and spiritual all in one, and it's alchemy, okay? And so it's a supernatural sort of energy. This assisting frequency is going to support you in that, okay? So we're going to install it, and it's an ancient origin, right? Now I want to make sure you understand with the codes, you're not conjuring anything. It is the picture everything as energy and information. And as I said at the beginning, everything is just an arrangement of that energy and information. What makes one thing and another is merely protons and neutrons and a couple other elements, right? And poof, it's a dog or a lemon, right? So the same thing goes for anything, even definitions of things such as archetypes. And so I channel the assisting frequencies, the book of codes. It's the law of attraction of energy medicine. And essentially, you're already connected to everything. The code plus your intention and your heart chakra, your center space, the portal that connects to all things, allows you to activate what I call resonance remembrance. And this is a natural process. And so we're going to install the magician archetype now, and we'll wrap up for today. Left palm up, right hand on your heart, and close your eyes or open it, whatever you want to do, and I will install the code for us. We ask for, align with, and allow this Anahata code. With gratitude, we activate the assisting frequency for the magician archetype. 1, 2, 9, 1. 1, 2, 9, 1. 1, 2, 9, 1. 1, 2, 9, 1. 1, 2, 9, 1. 1, 2, 9, 1. 1, 2, 9, 1. Place both hands on your heart and breathe with gratitude. It is so. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much. Yeah, you are so welcome, Eliza. You loved number 2. You needed that so much. I'm so glad. So again, guys, I'm going to do these timeless pick a code instead of pick a card readings daily. And if you don't want to miss any, make sure you follow and like my Facebook page as well as my YouTube page. Click the subscribe and bell icon so that you can get those coming in. You never know what you're going to magnetize for the day. And again, if you tune in live and you catch these live, whatever you tuned into, that's the one for you. As well as if you're listening to replay, connect into your heart center and choose one, and just simply fast forward to that timestamp. God bless you on your path to wholeness and all it brings, healing for the entire